Well, I got a new toolbox, so I figured I would make a new toolbox tour. This is a classic. It is a snap-on. I believe the part number is KCPL 2423, I think, or 2324. I can't remember. It is 72 inches long. It has, I don't know how many drawers, but it's got one of the features. It's got a power drawer. But I'll just kind of go through it here. So the nice thing about this toolbox is now I can fit all of my sockets and ratchets and extensions in one drawer. Half-inch standard impact, half-inch metric impact, deep and shallow. These go all the way from 10 to 32, and I don't have very much standard because I don't really use standard that much. I do have standard from 5/16 all the way to 1 inch in 3/8 impact. I've got that deep and shallow, and then metric deep and shallow 3/8 impact as well. All my 1/4 inch stuff. So these 3 sets are the only snap-on sockets I have, other than this socket here, which is a 21, and this shallow socket, which is a 21. I've got the 3 metric 1/4 inch kits, the deep, semi-deep, and the shallow. These I just picked up are from Gear Wrench. They are 1/4 inch swivel. And I've just got some standard 1/4 inch from from 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch, and then I've got a few miscellaneous kind of sockets in here, some extra 1/4 inch ones, and some of these bit holders that are really useful. I've got 1/4 inch extensions over here. I just picked up the Wobble Plus last week. I haven't really used them. I've used them once so far, and so far I like them. I've been wanting a set for a while, so I just picked those up. He had them on special, and then just regular 1/4 inch extensions. This little red kit here is Sunex 3/8 impact Torx bits. Those are super helpful for taking seat belts and just interior stuff out. Interior uses a lot of Torx bolts. So these 2 ATD kits are hex bits, 1 standard and 1 metric. And then under that I have another Torx, 1/2 inch Torx kit. My main Torx kit that I use all the time, I've had this thing for a couple years. I have yet to break one of these sockets. This kit is really awesome. It's only like $100 and some. It's not super expensive, and it's got every Torx you'll ever need in it. So that's OTC. 1/2 inch snap-on torque wrench, 1/2 inch breaker bar. This is just a Mastercraft. Some miscellaneous chrome sockets. All these chrome sockets back here came in a Stanley like 200-piece socket kit. And then I've got some 3/8 impact metric swivels, deep and shallow. These deep ones are Sunex, and the shallow ones back here are Gear Wrench. And just a few more miscellaneous chrome. 1/2 inch impact, or not 1/2 inch, 3/8 impact extensions from Snap-on, just a random Stanley extension. Some Stanley extension, Mastercraft. This long one is a Snap-on. These 3 are 1/2 inch. And I've got an extra 1/4 inch back here. 3/8 Snap-on breaker bar, 2 3/8 ratchets, 1 flex head, stubby Tecton 3/8, long 1/4 inch gear wrench, long handle soft grip flex head Snap-on, regular length Snap-on flex head 1/4 inch, the swivel 1/4 inch, just my regular everyday use Snap-on ratchet with hard handle, short gear wrench, and a stubby Tecton. And then I've got 2 1/2 inch wrench or ratchets down there, 1 Stanley, and this one's gear wrench. These are tap sockets, and then I've also got some antenna sockets down there. Drawer number 2 is kind of a mix of everything. Got some drill bits, some carbide bits, all my tools for, all the air tools for, you know, putting cutoff wheels and stuff on and shit like that. Little Astro cutoff tool, some air hammer bits, some, I just call these alignment bars, mini file set, punches, brass drifts, MIG light. These things are, if you do a lot of MIG welding, or if you work in a body shop, get one of these, attaches to the end of your MIG gun. Some of these drill bits are the sizes you need. This bigger one is for structural spot welds, and the smaller one is just for like cosmetic panels, like box panels and stuff like that. Some step bits, some 1/8 bits there. Wire wheels. This air drill that I never ever use, it's just a cheap jet one, but I never use it. Blue point angle drill, blue point die grinder, blue point cutoff tool, Ingersoll angle die grinder. I love this thing. If I ever have to buy another angle die grinder, I will buy an Ingersoll. This one is jet. It still works fine. It just doesn't have quite the power that the Ingersoll does, and your hand gets really cold using it because it doesn't have any sort of soft grip on it at all. Cheap Ingersoll air hammer that I just recently bought. I haven't even used it yet, but it was only like $100, and I just kind of wanted to have one. Couple of magnets for welding. Zip ties, some gasket maker, heat shrink, some grease for my air ratchet and electric ratchet. Just kind of miscellaneous stuff in there. All my vice grips. These are plug weld vice grips. I've got some vice grips for clamps on radiator hoses. I just bought those as well. Haven't had a chance to use them. This drawer is kind of just miscellaneous stuff. I've got chamois in here. This bag is all chamois. There's some new ones under there. I've got an old paint suit in case I have to do fiberglass work or anything. I've got some lug nuts for my truck. The 3 polishing pads. That's about it for that one. This is kind of my personal drawer. Some blades, some scrapers. These work good for scraping two-faced tape off of emblems, and also for taking the urethane bed off of vehicles when you're doing windshields on them. Box cutter, plastic sticks. I take one of these and this little screwdriver and this flashlight to every job that I work on because I just use them. Some squeegees in here, putting on decals and stuff. Some polish rags. This is power drawer. I have to get an organizer for this because right now these are all just laying in here and they're too tall to stand up, so I need to get the proper organizers for them. But I've got a 1/2-inch Milwaukee mid-torque. Where's that light on now? I recently just got this drill. It's Milwaukee. It's not fuel, but it is brushless. And the reason I bought this one and kind of changed it out for my other one is that this one is a lot smaller and a lot lighter. I just found that other one that I had was really, really heavy and kind of awkward to use, especially if you're trying to get into some tighter spaces. 3/8 stubby Milwaukee Impact. I absolutely love this thing. If you are a mechanic or even if you work in a body shop, you should just buy this because you're going to use the shit out of it, and it's so handy. Like, I use it. I think since I bought it, I've taken every bumper off that I've had to take off with this little impact. It just gets in everywhere. It's got a shit ton of power. I just love it. And then, of course, 1/4-inch snap-on electric ratchet. That thing's been awesome. Haven't had any issues with it yet. I use it every day. Another kind of miscellaneous drawer. A whole bunch of brushes, some tire pressure gauges and shit like that. These Nipex plier wrenches. I don't use them here, but when I farm, I take them out there, and they're really handy for taking off hydraulic lines and stuff. They're a lot nicer to use than just adjustable wrenches. I don't know, they just seem like they have a lot of leverage, and they work really nice. Then you're not carrying around like 10 wrenches too. You don't know what size you need, so those are really nice to have. Plier drawer, a whole shit ton of pliers in here. These 4 are Nipex. Got the Cobra. These are the Raptor jaw things. These are just some long needle nose, Mastercraft long needle nose, Mastercraft wire strippers, Blue Point automatic wire strippers, some mini pliers, Mastercraft, snap-on stripper, crimper, some no-name linesman, Van plier, linesman, and needle nose. These are Tecton 70 degree, Tecton 90 degree, Snap-on 35 degree. I think they're all, these 2 are 8 inch, and these ones are I think 7 inch. 8 inch, just Snap-on needle nose, 6 inch Snap-on needle nose, Nipex needle nose, another Nipex needle nose, Sinjet needle nose, Tecton needle nose, Snap-on slip joint, Sinjet slip joint. These I'm not sure the brand. Snap-on cutters, Nipex cutters, Mastercraft cutters. I keep the Mastercraft ones for cleaning out the welding tip on the MIG gun. I don't want to mess up my good ones, so I just keep that crappy pair around, and then Nipex, whatever these cutters are called. Little pipe wrench in there, and then I also just picked these up. These are ratcheting wire crimpers. These were another cheap buy. And it's just like, it's only 20 bucks. It's like, why not buy it? Nice tool to have. This drawer got some welding gloves, my primer gun, 2 different size tips. Red one's a 2.0. Orange one is 1.4, and then I keep the 1.8 on there because that's the one I usually use for primer. I use the 1.4 for etch and epoxy, and then the 2.0, use it sometimes, I guess. Half-inch Snap-on air impact that I don't use anymore since I have bought the Milwaukee stuff. Hood prop, hatch jammer is what this thing's called. It'll keep a lift gate or a door open. You can, yeah, that's, I don't know what else to say about it. Ingersoll 3/8, impact ratchet, Blue Point 1/4 inch ratchet. I never use either of those either. Mastercraft tap and die kit, soldering iron in there. Screwdriver drawer, some Craftsman. These 2 are Jet. They have striking caps on them. They're flatheads, obviously, which are really nice because that's usually what you end up using flathead screwdrivers for anyway. These Snap-on ones are all Torx, and then this one is a number 2 Phillips. Some nut drivers, stubby screwdrivers. These little Blue Point ratchet bit thingies are really nice for taking mud flaps off on cars, because usually you cannot get, a normal ratchet or a screwdriver in there. There just isn't enough space, and unless you want to take the back tire off just to take a mud flap off, then just use one of those. Trim tool drawer, I guess you could call it. The 3-piece Snap-on trim tool set, which is these 2, and then this long guy. 2-piece Snap-on trim tool set with these 90 degrees or whatever that is on them. These ones are kind of nice if you're trying to save the clips. These are just a Mastercraft pair. I'm not sure what those are. 2 Blue Point ones. These are also Blue Point. Nice for taking door panels off. This 3-piece here is from Princess Auto. I don't think I've ever used them. This tool is super handy to have. This is for taking belt moldings off of vehicles. That's really nice to have. Snap-on long picks, Snap-on short picks. This is just a plastic wedge that actually came with the mirror for a GM truck, and they give you this to pry the mirror off and to pry it back on. So kind of a nice plastic wedge to have. Some more plastic tools. These black ones are all just Princess Auto. I keep my mini plier, Blue Point pliers in here because I don't have anywhere else to put them. 3-piece Snap-on large pick set. You can never have enough picks when you work at a body shop. These are the Snap-on radiator hose picks. Again, it's just kind of nice to have. Nice to have picks. Wrench drawer. I'm not sure if I'm satisfied with this wrench drawer yet. It was a lot worse until I got this rack. I bought like 3 of these racks, and I only used one. I thought I was going to be able to kind of squeeze them all in there, but it didn't really work out. But I do have all my ratchet wrenches, except for this little 7mm on this one rack, which is kind of nice. So these are Blue Point. I've got standard and metric in here. These ones are Tecton. These, I've only used the 18mm so far, but I like it. Cheap enough too, so it's kind of nice. Stubby ratchet wrenches. These are also Tecton. These are only like $75. It's like, why not buy them? You know, you need them once. It kind of makes it worth it. And then the rest of these, all these wrenches are just Mastercraft. Hammer drawer, Power Fist from Princess Auto. This blue one is also Power Fist from Princess Auto. Snap-on 32-ounce. Blue Point, I don't know, what is this, 8-ounce or something, ball peen. 2 sledges. I don't know how heavy they are. I think this one's a 3-pound. This little short, stubby one is really nice to have. Snap-on body hammers. I believe I've got all the useful ones. They make a shrinking hammer and a couple of door skin hammers. I might get one of the door skin hammers. The shrinking hammer is really just useless, but so short pick. Got kind of that rounded edge on the end of that one. Long pick and a wedge style end on that one. I also have all the dollies, rubber dolly, toe dolly, general purpose, and heel dolly. And then the long dolly on a stick kind of deal there. Spoon, Snap-on pry bar in there, rubber mallet, and kind of harder plastic dead blow mallet. And lastly, sanding drawer. There's actually a Schutz gun in here for spraying Raptor liner, but I won't get into that. Ingersoll dual action sander, Ingersoll grinder. I want to say that's 8 or 9 maybe inch. These are just 6-inch or 5-inch. I don't remember. 6-inch. Snap-on palm sander. This is a long 3M block. I bought a Durablock kit. Comes with, I don't know, like 10 blocks with the hook it, the Velcro on them, and then I have a few miscellaneous ones for the sticky paper. These Durablock I just picked up. They have a radius in them. Basically, I bought these for kind of doing this specific area in vehicles. These Style Line soft sanders. I have another set of these on order. The longer ones. These are I think 5 or 6 inch, and I ordered they're either 8 or 9 inch. Mask, some more soft blocks, body filler spreaders in there, some 3M blocks in there, some hook it, some stick it, and then top of the box, lotion, some WD-40, air tool oil, water bottles, It's kind of some miscellaneous stuff. I got to clean this up, and I got to get rid of these wrench holders since I'm not going to be using them. But yeah, that is it for the new box. I've had it for 2 weeks. I really like it so far. I kind of thought I'd have a little more room than I do. I thought I'd have a little extra space, but I think it could be a little bit more organized, and I might be able to gain some more space. But I'm glad I got it. It's a lot nicer than my old one, so hopefully it lasts a lot longer too. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, just leave a comment down below.